a quest while I'm here. Magma Lord. Okay, we're just running. Someone can auto fire while they're dashing on through. Just trying to keep up with them because I'm not entirely sure where they are. I think the reason why they were running through is you take either constant damage or the enemy just keep respawning. Ooh, Christ. So many effects going off. Whew, Christ. That was a terrible idea. Search. Oh, this is brilliant. Come. Okay, apparently that doesn't work, as someone says. Okay, never mind. Since I have a bit to run back, let's do it. Assist Leroy Jenkins in recovering his devout shoulders in Upper Blackrock Spire on heroic difficulty. Ready for raiding part 4. Yeah, they started doing that in Cataclysm, the Ready for Raiding series. Different dungeons and or different dungeons stuff. And would have a Ready for Raiding achievement for you to complete. This game has become a little darker. I know there's always the demons and the undead and whatnot. I would like to see more undead. And like the Scourge and whatnot. Because while the Lich King is friendly, shall we say now, their Bolvar, Fordring, or a human guy who's actually a really good guy. I got iron scraps. Despite no Iron Horde being here. Whatever, I'm not really going to complain. What do you call him? He's there, and the Scourge still exists. He is the Lich King. So yeah, basically, I was thinking that I think like more can be done with the Scourge. He may be a friendly Lich King, if you want to call it that. He's just going to keep the Scourge under control. But Sylvanas did punch a hole in it, allowing her to get access to the Valkyrie-esque Scourge, which is dangerous because the hole she punched in the ice allowed her to get free originally. When the Lich King separated Frostmourne from himself, it allowed Artis he separated Frostmourne from himself so he could get control of Artis. My English skills are failing me for some reason when I'm talking. That was the hole that originally let Sylvanas free. And they let the Scourge free. And they all serve different ends, different goals. Like, some worked with demons, some continued working with different factions. So, like, Kill Jaden. No, sorry, not Kill Jaden. What's the necromancer in Naxxramas, the final boss? Him. Like, he could technically come back as an enemy because he did break free. Well, he didn't break free, but he is a powerful lich. He could be. Lich King could lose control of him. It's certainly a possibility. So, you know, there's more story, basically, is what I'm saying, that could be done there, rather than just leaving it as it is. And, like I mentioned when the High Lord appeared, there's more story to be done with the Death Knights as well, because you haven't seen all of them. Son of Slag. Oh, it seems so sad. So yeah, basically there's more story that can be done with the Lich King. Also more story that can be done with the Burning Legion and the Old Gods. It's I know I didn't bring up any of the other two when I was talking there, but it's just like there are a few things I would love to see more of. So. I'm gonna be honest, I have difficulties just keeping a straight thought right now because I'm just trying not to fuck up. I'm just trying to heal constantly. Alright, I just really don't want to fuck up, and I don't know, my head's kind of... You know, you can feel not with it. If that makes sense, it's just I feel off. But maybe it's I'm probably just tired. Yeah, it's 7:20 and I've been awake for a fair bit. I've had the cola in a little bit, right? So it's understandable that since I haven't taken a swig in the last 5 minutes, I feel a wee bit off. It's to be expected. This is it looks pretty cool for like elemental skin. Like, it just looks pretty badass. Though the face does look kind of sad. Where the ogre head? Ooh, I moonwalked out of it. Nice. I wonder if Shaman was using fire attacks on the enemy. Would they be resistant? It'd be interesting to know. Cool. A wooden bridge over magma and fire. And another one.
They will fetch an excellent price.
And I didn't get anything off that. Though if I did have mining, I could, you know, well, mine it and get some resources. Some Earthbreakers yelling, ow. Someone dying to fire again? Ugh, I'm trying not to sneeze. Ugh, it's annoying. Blood Maul. I swear I've seen them somewhere else before. Like the clan name, Blood Maul. Some, there's some effect that was flicking just below, just there. Very distracting, to say the least. Slagna rises from the lava. Yeah, this is something that an enemy a type that was introduced in Cataclysm. I believe the very first one you can encounter is in Blackwing Descent. It's Nefarian's comeback tour, where he resurrects Nixia, as I was mentioning last time. Let's see if I can have a look. Cataclysm raids, yeah, Blackwing Descent, Magma Maw. It's summoned from the Firelands centuries ago with Ragnaros's by Ragnaros's Dark Iron Servitors. Centuries ago. That's the one issue with like some new additions to the lore. Which I've no like problem with new enemies being introduced. That's perfectly fine, but it ends up coming off kind of strange when it's like, oh, this worm was here for centuries, but it never interacted with surface at all, and it is extremely hostile. You'd think it would have some impact in some quest or whatever, and it's kind of like that with the Ettins in WoW. The Ettins come down from the mountains. In Gulneas, I've no problem. There's some Ettins in there, and they got stuck behind the wall. That's fine. But there's some in Red Ridge Mountains, and the Cataclysm made them come down. You think they would have come down previously, rather than... While I understand Cataclysm was a cataclysmic event, you know, the Ettins wouldn't just stay at home until an earthquake happened. A major earthquake happened. Like, it just seems kind of weird. It is always nice to see new enemy types introduced, but they have to be done in a way that makes sense. That just doesn't seem kind of... It seems kind of strange, to say the least. Like, the way the Ettins and that magma raid worm were introduced kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I can understand the worm being summoned from the Firelands, and I'm fine with that. It makes sense. But that's the Fire Elemental plane. Ooh! Christ! Christ. It makes sense for the worm to be someone from the Firelands, but it does make sense for it to be, burning slag, for it to have been underground in Azeroth for centuries, but never actually affect anyone or anything until Blackwing Descent. It just doesn't make sense. And ultimately, it just ends up rubbing me the wrong way. The Ettins, again, they were existent on Azeroth, yet you never encountered a single one. Dragons appearing, wars going on, never a single Ettin. Maybe they appear in the lore, and just never, like the lore books, and just never appeared in WoW. Which would make it even worse, in all honesty. Because you would kind of expect them to have appeared in WoW if they appeared in the books. So, yeah. Just something weird about it. And now I feel bad for going on about it, but I was actually like, it's something, like, I love stories being written well and whatnot. And it's just since it was kind of off, if you get me. So it was like, here's something I can focus on and really talk about. And even then I was kind of forgetting where I was in my thought process. Yeah, these enemies are annoying. But anyway, so yeah. It's also kind of weird for these to exist when they never existed in Outlands. But again, you can say, well, a different events happened, so maybe they all got wiped out. And it makes sense for the fact that it wouldn't be brought up because, well, you're in the middle of a war. You can't be saying, oh, there's this, well, race that was exterminated 5 minutes ago. Then again, the past is important. There's generally fairly powerful artifacts. And also, so you would have to actually care enough to argue it either way. Then there's what happened, all the portals opening up all over Draenor, rending it, ripping the fuck out of it. Part of me has a feeling that that's going to happen again in this expansion. We're not going to get the same Draenor though, the same Outlands. Something else may happen. Like this statue said, no matter everything that happens, the same events like are the outcome. The time is a circle, or something, basically implying that if Gul'dan's going to become the Lich King, Gul'dan's going to become the Lich King regardless of whether the Horde becomes becomes demons or not. It depends on how you read it. And plus, it's just a description of a statue. Item descriptions aren't, the gospel. I just assume by breaking me, he just means sitting on me. He's a big guy. He's, what, 20 feet tall? Could probably break me. Temporal crystal. Nice. What's this? Havoc. Spells cast by the Warlock also hit this target. So, basically, if a Warlock was to cast out on an enemy, then start attacking another enemy, the Warlock would effectively double their damage dealing, because they'll be both hitting both enemies. That's pretty badass. So I'll be having fun with that, possibly, when I have Medea. No, Jocasta leveled up. Medea is the Blood Elf. I keep getting them too confused because I haven't really played them much. Last time I played Medea was back in October or early November. I think early November. I remember Warlords of Draenor was just about to come out. Oh Christ. Fatality. That's what happens. Someone has an add-on that posts in chat different things, and that's what happens when someone dies. It's just said fatality. So, hey, I never balk at the chance to say something funny. Say something funny or funnily. Gobralus. Interesting. I assumed it was like, it's like Cobrois, but